since our founding in 1817, when the Osborne and Wildman families came together in the Osborne home, Central Christian Church has been dedicated to loving God and loving our neighbors. For over 200 years, whether in the Osborne home, our building on Liberty Street, or right here where we're located today at 71 West Street, people from all over Danbury have come to worship, to be loved, and to transform their lives. Central Christian Church is a special place, and every generation has a responsibility to carry the torch that our foremothers and forefathers handed to us and ask the questions: where is God leading us, and who is God asking us to be in this moment? After our 200th anniversary, we began to ask these very questions. So in July of 2018, we put together a vision team to prayerfully, faithfully, and bravely seek who God is asking Central to be and where God is asking Central to go. While the ride has been full of ups and downs, twists and turns, I believe that God has revealed a bold path to walk and a bright torch for us to carry. Let's take a look at what we've already accomplished. In May of 2019, we created and passed our new core values, Welcoming Hearts. Hearts being an acronym for hospitality, empowerment, acceptance of all, relationship, transformational spiritual growth, and service. In everything we do, this set of values, our hearts, will guide us in how we're going to do church as a community and also as a family. Then, in December of 2019, the vision team developed and the church passed our new vision statement. A vision statement is like the North Star of the church. It shares what we would like our ministry to look like in 5 to 10 years. After analyzing what seeds have already been planted within us as a church body and discerning who God is directing us to be, our vision for ministry emerged. Central Christian Church is a vibrant community, transforming lives in the heart of Danbury and beyond. This is an exciting vision, one that provides us with lots of ministry challenges and opportunities. So what are we left with? We know how we want to be with our core values, and we know where we want to go with our vision statement. Now we are left with figuring out how to turn that vision into reality. How do we practically live out being a vibrant community, transforming lives in the heart of Danbury and beyond? And that is the focus of this video, to unveil our new mission strategy, which will guide us for the next 2 years. With input from you, the vision team has created an exciting, bold, and God-filled plan. It is my hope that you and the church will be invigorated by this path forward and be excited to help us live it out. So let's take a look at the road we believe God is asking us to walk. Taking in all of our work over the last 2 years, the new proposed mission statement for Central Christian Church is to be a vibrant community, transforming lives with welcoming hearts by building community, developing spiritually, transforming organizationally, and worshiping wholeheartedly. You'll notice elements of both our vision statement and core values, along with 4 bulleted items, or mission buckets as we call them. These buckets are the bulk of our work. So let's break these down a little bit. Our first mission bucket is building community. This is vital to building a healthy church. We want to build a place where relationships can be created, developed, and strengthened, both for people within our church, but also within our Danbury community. So in this bucket are 4 components. First, we'll develop and conduct church-wide small groups. We've already begun to experiment with this, but we look to continue to create spaces where groups of people can come together outside of Sunday worship. Second, we look forward to building a community service ministry by partnering with 2 local organizations that we want to support and build solidarity with. Third, we will create and deliver a class, coffee, or similar activity for new and potential members. Fourth, and finally, we will start having church fun nights, fun experiences that take place outside of the church building. This could look like going bowling, going to baseball or hockey games, going to movie and dinners, and any activity which helps us have fun together and build relationships. So that is our first bucket, building community, a vital part of our mission. Now let's take a look at our second mission bucket, developing spiritually. A lot of spiritual development will take place in our community building bucket. For example, our small groups will provide this opportunity. In fact, spiritual development is a part of this entire plan, but in our spiritual development bucket, we have two specific items we'd like to put a focus on. Last year, we hired a youth pastor to help us build a vibrant youth ministry. After learning a tremendous amount, we'd like to continue this path forward. So the first element of this bucket is to continue to develop a vibrant youth ministry, and this year, put even more focus on the Sunday morning experience for our younger kids. We want to create a place that children will love and look forward to attending. And the second element of the developing spiritually bucket concerns leadership. We believe that leadership development is a part of spiritual development. So we will be looking to provide a focused and intentional small group that aims to grow new leaders and challenge those who are already in leadership positions. This group will discuss and learn about leadership by learning from each other's own experiences as well as from outside resources. Continuing to develop a vibrant youth ministry and develop and strengthen leaders within the church are two elements within the crucial developing spiritually bucket. The third bucket of our mission strategy is transforming organizationally. We want to ensure that the church is operating efficiently, transparently, and in a way that supports our vision, mission, and values. So the first item on our agenda is to develop a financial canvas for the church. Some of this process has already begun, but a thorough financial canvas will include providing a picture of where our money is and how much we have, providing a picture of where our money comes from and where it goes, and finally, developing written financial procedures for all of our financial operations. As I mentioned, some of this has been done already, but this is what a thorough financial canvas will look like. Our second item, which is tied to the first, is to undergo a process to revise our church bylaws. Our current bylaws were written when the church was in a different place. Now that we're headed in a new direction with a new vision and mission, new bylaws are needed that meet us where we are and provide us with the support and flexibility needed to support our path forward. Our third and final item in the transforming organizationally bucket is to improve the marketing and branding of Central Christian Church. We want people to know who we are and what we're doing. So improving the marketing and branding of the church is vital. This would include things like a social and online media strategy, new branding, a website redesign, and new signage to promote the church to the community. As we've learned from our experience navigating the COVID-19 crisis, online resources are crucial to our future success. All of these items, developing a financial canvas, revising our bylaws, and improving our marketing and branding, will help us transform organizationally into a church that operates transparently, efficiently, and effectively. So, building community, developing spiritually, and transforming organizationally are our first three mission buckets. Our fourth and final bucket is to be a vibrant community, transforming lives with welcoming hearts by worshiping wholeheartedly. To be a vibrant community, it's important that we worship God fervently and with our whole selves. It also means we need to worship in a way that meets people where they are and lives into our core value of hospitality. So the first element of this bucket is to improve the availability and use of technology to enhance the worship experience. This looks like live streaming the service, engaging social networks with our service, designing needed technology to reach people outside of our walls, and create an invigorating atmosphere inside of the building. We live in a technological age, and if the church is going to survive, we need to meet the culture where it is. Second, we look to improve our sanctuary's design and decor. How can we create an environment that is comfortable, welcoming, and hospitable for worship? We were very fortunate to have an architect who put his whole self into the design of this building. Since it was built in 1935, there have been several changes made, from changes in the carpet color and style, to the inclusions of microphones and amplification, to the additions of pew pads, to the design of the communion table. We want to ensure that we continue to care for this building that our architect loves so much by ensuring that it stays up to date, in good shape, and is a place where people look forward to coming to, are comfortable in, and can experience the living Spirit of God. Improving the design and decor of the church space is the best way to do just that. Third, we will improve our hospitality during and around worship. In short, from the time we unlock the doors on Sunday morning to the time we lock them up on Sunday afternoon. This will look like developing a hospitality team that will provide a coordinated greeting system for Sunday worship, be able to answer questions about the church, sign people up for events, and address any other needs we have on a Sunday morning. It would look like a restructuring of coffee hour or developing a new activity that allows relationships to be built around worship. It would look like doing anything we need to do the best at practicing our first core value on Sunday mornings, hospitality. Finally, speaking of the worship service itself, we will continue to create a more dynamic and vibrant worship experience, specifically with the continual development of our music ministry. Along with our new youth pastor, we also hired a music minister last year to help us with our worship experience. We would like to continue this path and make it even better in the years to come. So improving the availability and use of technology to enhance worship, improving the design and decor of the church, improving our hospitality during, around, and after worship, and finally creating a more dynamic and vibrant worship experience and music ministry. These are the components of our fourth bucket, worshiping wholeheartedly. And that's our plan. That's our plan looking forward to the next 2 years. 4 buckets, 13 elements. It's a big plan, a bold plan, an exciting plan. It's a plan that we've prayed over and poured ourselves into. But more than anything, this mission plan is a God-sized adventure we are embarking on. I hope you're excited. As the pastor of Central, this plan gives me goosebumps. It gives me goosebumps for several reasons. First, as a church, it provides us with a purpose, an identity. It provides us something that we can wrap our arms around as a community. But second, I want to say this. Look at God. Look at God. When we started this process 2 years ago, we had no idea what we would be living through right now. The COVID-19 crisis has put each and every church in a difficult position of figuring out what they're going to do as they emerge out of not being able to be together for months on end. But that's not us. God has positioned us with a plan forward. We have a roadmap for the future. It's now our responsibility to live it out. We hold our future in our hands. I look forward to taking this journey with you. I look forward, along with the vision team, to discussing this plan with you and transitioning it from being a plan on paper to being a lived reality. With this plan, I believe we are building on the legacy that the Osborns and the Wildmans started over 200 years ago in their homes. I look forward to us coming together to carry the torch we've been handed and blaze our path